Hello and welcome back to Sunday morning action here at the Major League Quidditch 2019 Championships. Semifinal number 1, a best 2 out of 3 series between the South Division champions, the Austin Outlaws, and the East Division runners-up, the New York Titans. Both these teams advance in convincing fashion through the quarterfinals, Austin handling the Washington Admirals 2-0, and the New York Titans taking down the Rochester Whiteout 2-0 as well. I'm Ethan Sturm, and sliding in the chair next to me for the call is Noah Schwartz.
How's it going, Ethan? Great day for some Quidditch, huh?
Oh man, so we got some exciting semifinals to play out here.
Yeah, the New York Titans have looked really good the entire tournament. The Outlaws always look good in every tournament they play in. Should be a really good one.
Two-time defending champs.
And Austin comes away with it on brooms up.
There's Rowe doing the runoff there.
Some beater action behind the hoops. It's gonna be bludger control for Austin. Tyler Walker gonna work. He's gonna throw his bludger away.
I'll give Monroe a little too aggressive there, and he gives up bludger control with his team not going with him.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive coming out, just first game jitters. And Austin with the shot, scores.
And Rowe with a nice mid-range shot. It's going to be interesting what Austin brings out here because they've really had very few contests over the last few weeks. They really cruised through their series against New Orleans Curse, who ended up 5th in the South to end the season, and then only played 2 games this weekend, 2 very dominant games against Washington. This is going to be their first real test probably since their South Super Series early in the season.
And big tackle there from Cole Travis.
He's going to get sent back to hoops, which is going to give Devin Lee the chance to attack Oxy Monroe. No budget situation.
Jackson to Morello. What an easy finish.
I think he might end up giving a card to Travis for that tackle as well.
Yeah.
Of course, an assistant ref has the right to send a beater back to hoops so that he can later delegate a foul.
And nice little play there. Recognizing the back to hoops from the beater, creating space for John Jackson, who just dishes it to Morello.
Yeah, that's a timing thing. That's such a huge part of Quidditch. You need to go when your beaters go, and John Jackson timed that drive perfectly.
Alright, so our audio's live, working on video.
And so sorry about that. We had a little bit of a power problem here. It's currently 4-2 Austin. We've seen a good start from Austin, a little bit sloppier play from New York, but holding their own certainly. And a big stiff arm there. The ball goes Taylor Crawford, unable to convert the shot after a big stiff arm.
Yeah, you know he wants that one back because that was an open shot.
Yeah.
I mean, New York's held their own. Some big defensive stops from John Jackson. His closing speed, always a key factor there. Beater game's been fairly even. I would say New York's doing a good job of keeping the budget control. Austin, both teams kind of happy to go pretty far into their depth right now. You're not seeing one of the top beater lines. Of course, if you didn't see before the power went out, Cole Travis did pick up 2 yellow cards in the first minute of play, which is going to limit how much he can play.
And a great tackle there from Taylor Crawford on Augustine Monroe up top. He's going to get beat out. And
Jason Rosenberg cleans it up with a beat.
Misbeat there, big, and a missed shot from Austin on one they'll want back as well.
Yeah, that's Garza missing there. That's what we're talking about. The first line of Austin doesn't miss that shot, I don't think. Now we got Ben Fernandez in for the Titans as well.
Again, the score 40-20. We're at about the 7.5 minute mark.
The Jeff Ebner, Janice Liu NYU line. Jack Wang, part of that UT winning team this year as well, in a beater. He's going to get beat by Ebner. Of course, NYU also in the Final Four of that tournament.
And a bad pass there from Morel, who has scored both of the team's goals so far, but they're going to get the ball back here. And Hagaga's going to look to drive. He's going to dish. They find one more to Parada. He gets around the hoop. He scores. It's 4-3.
It looks like Gregor might want to run out, but it goes over half field.
We're back up.
All right, again, sorry for those electricity issues. We should have them fixed pretty quickly. We're doing all we can. But currently the game is 5-3. Pair of fouls on that last play in the Quaffle game. Mo Hagag picked up 1. Matthew Gregoire picked up 1. And the ball's back with New York again, just down 2.
And they're getting Jackson back in here. Offense looked maybe a little bit better with him in. And again, it is the Outlaws with bludger control right now against the NYU beater line.
30 seconds left on both fouls.
And it's back to Morello, who's going to make a shot. Who's going to take a shot. It's going to be no good.
Oof.
She has looked dangerous. Scored 2 of the team's goals so far.
Yeah, I think someone just got a fingertip on it. And Austin is doing a good job in collapsing on her. We've seen in the past a lot of teams can't close on her fast enough for her shots. So Janice Liu is going to pick up a foul in this one, playing after beat, which is going to be a beater power play here for Austin.
If Texas scores 3 times up, Mo's out.
So yeah, we talked about how after kind of going deep into their depth, Austin really stopped messing around. They've had Monroe, Gregoire, Garza, their 3 leading scorers all season. Monroe 27 in the regular season, Gregoire 21, Garza 19.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wang beats out Ebner, so it's a no budget situation. Easy goal
And
for
that's just going
Monroe.
to be too easy. Yeah. And we saw teams in the first day be a little bit too aggressive on those beater power plays.
Yeah.
But that's textbook right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Austin is. They're textbook. You have to beat them by playing as good as them. You're never going to get them on a bad day. Azarian Gadassi subs in for the first time at Chaser. Garza is now keeping, and Augie Monroe is also point defending.
And Tyler Walker was beat out pretty immediately here. It's going to be a problem for the Titans.
But Fiona Weishart's still on the ground with bludger control. It's finally cleaned up, but then Walker's in the play. Oh, he dodges Jacqueline's beat.
That was a great play there from number 98 on NYU, or onto the Titans to tie up the beater at top and give Jackson enough time to try and create something offensively.
Wang doesn't see Walker coming, and Walker's able to create a no-budget situation. But Wang's able to get back in time, and now there's no budget back on defense. But John Jackson might have made a goal-saving tackle there in Gadassi.
There's great heads-up play to slow down the action. That's going to be a reset.
The bludgers are everywhere right now.
And Tyler Walker looks like he's on a mission to create havoc.
Lucky for him, Fiona Weishart is standing calmly in the keeper zone, waiting for the Austin offense.
Slow down the fast break, has really been cleaning up nicely for what has been a somewhat reckless Tyler Walker.
Then Garfinkel playing point here. Garza goes right by him, but misses the floater. Rowe, who scored the first 2 goals for Austin.
And this is going to be no bludgers here for the Outlaws after the missed beat on the edge there, but they're going to be able to handle it. Picked up by Garfinkel. He's going to put it to Jackson. Yeah,
Bianco makes the defensive play there to get a shoulder in front of Rowe.
And just sitting too deep there from the Titans beaters with 1 bludger. That was a little shot that should have gone down.
Yeah, they've been lucky.
Outlaws.
Garza's missed a couple of those mid-range shots now.
Score here is 6-3.
New York still has to like where they're sitting, though.
Yeah. I think that they've been not as good as the Outlaws today, but still in the game, very much in the game.
Cole Travis dominates Fiona Weishart in a bludger exchange now, and it's going to be a press opportunity. Tyler Walker is shoving to the back of Cole Travis. I think he might get a foul for that. Garfinkel gets beat.
A lot of contact there. I think they're going to card Tyler Walker.
I think so as well.
On a tackle on Cole Travis over on the other side of the pitch. Tyler Walker just a little bit too energetic to have good beater positioning right now.
Yeah.
It seems to be costing the team a little bit.
I'd like to see them get Devin Lee back in there. He's a calmer presence. Oh, so the only calls are going to go against Austin here. I guess we saw that Tyler Walker shot, but they didn't. So Gadassi is going to pick up a card for his tackle.
And it was an illegal guarding of the third bludger. It's going to be a bludger turnover.
Yep. So bludger control to New York. Quaffle power play to New York. They got to convert here. Get 6-4 would be huge.
And Garfinkel's going to be able to take off here. We'll see what he decides to do.
Yeah, where is the Austin bludger?
Little bit of an awkward situation.
The Austin bludger, Emily Hickman, I think has to chase down all the way in the corner.
Yep. Should be looking to run here. Maybe a little bit too slow.
He was
get
looking
it to Jackson.
Yeah, he wanted to pass.
And that lets the beater get back into play. Hickman gets back into play, saves a goal. Yeah, altogether too slow and not good awareness from where the third bludger was.
He knew he needed to make one pass, but he needed to make that pass on the run more than he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, there, John Jackson making the effort plays, almost just kind of sneaks a pass going to a keeper for a steal. He's definitely giving his all in this one.
Now with bludgeon control, we'll see what New York can do. It's going to be Andrews up top. He's going to get wrapped up. Garfinkel on a nice tackle. Davis misses the shot. That's going to be a turnover.
Davis Rowe, that is, to be fair. There's enough Ryan Davises around that we don't want to confuse people. Tyler McBride, is caught by Tyler Walker, who beats Davis Rowe, and he's got all the bludgers, no bludger situation.
Garfinkel looking for a shot.
I thought he hit that.
I thought it went into it, bounced out, it hit the bottom of the hoop and bounces out.
Yeah.
A little more attack there from Garfinkel too.
Yeah, as much grief as we were giving Tyler Walker, he created that play single-handedly. Pressed early, won the exchange with Tyler McBride, created no bludger situation.
Garfinkel's looked a little hesitant today.
6-3 still the score.
As he mans up on the point. Aaron Goddard wrapped up, able to come out of it. Help from the beater.
Travis in, facing bludger control, and again working on 2 yellow cards he picked up in the first minute of the game.
And that would be a big one if he picked up a third.
Oh, I mean, a 2-minute beater red card here would be massive. He's gonna go for physical play with.
And it looks like they're gonna call a foul here on that tackle.
Yeah, Yanko's gonna get a card. So now a quaffle player power play for Austin. We'll see if they can utilize that. I would expect some patience on this possession just to take advantage of the fact that you can't cover all their quaffle players. Though, I think it's... Oh, Lindsay Morrell picks off a pass. Josh Andrews is able to knock it out of her hand, though. A lot of havoc on this pitch, especially the way the beater goes.
Yeah, the beaters beat out nicely there. You see what the advantage of energy in the beating game. It's going to give them, it's going to help them kill those penalties just a little bit.
Yeah, because they got bludger control right there back while playing defense.
Still 30 seconds. Rowe in the box. He's going to shoot and miss. It's going to be cleaned up by Austin here behind the hoops. Nice beat there from 93.
And it's Lindsay Morrell, I believe, who picked up the loose ball.
10, 9.
There's going to be a No, Tyler Walker's going to make a nice play to regain bludger control.
Yeah, Walker's having a shift right now. He just
After
needs to
after a shaky start, he was able to do some really good things, help kill that power play.
Taylor Crawford, the star of day one for Titans, now back in the game.
And Titans here going back to their first line. Not having scored in a while, I like this play.
Yeah, I don't think they've really scored since that first line was on the field. Oh, and Morella puts it through. It is 6-4.
Yeah, and she's got 3 of their goals.
And it's been the story for New York all weekend, all season really. The first line can score. Their backup lines can play effort plays, play defense. They just don't put a lot of goals on the field.
Yep. That first line's been really dangerous for them.
Kane McBride back in. Murray Bermuda's back in for the first time in a while.
He's going to probe behind the hoops. Oh, it's a pass mishandled. It's a little too high. Jackson's going to look to run. He's going to try and beat one of the... And that's a bad field awareness there from the
Jackson
beater.
takes it coast to coast at 6'5".
Yeah, number 7 there. Didn't see Jackson sprinting down the field. Turns to beat a beater. Gives him a free lane to the hoops.
Huge shift there from Jackson. It was a massive shift from Tyler Walker as well. Now Devin Lee was the one who made that dodge. And I gotta wonder if Austin's just been too lackadaisical with their use of their lines. I mean, we know what the top Austin lines can do.
Yep.
The entire top Austin line is Team USA players. Marty Bermudez, who just entered the game again, we've barely seen him at all in this game. Monroe's probably played 8 or 9 minutes. It's just Casey Irwin, who we know suffered an injury to a finger yesterday, has also been very light minutes. This isn't the Austin depth that we've seen in the past because, of course, they lost a lot of players to San Antonio when that team was formed this summer. That depth is being put to the test right now by this New York team.
Yeah, and the first line held its own really well and kept New York. New York was able to stay in range, but they were definitely the better team at the top.
And that was New York's best. That was New York's best punch, that first line. Yeah, I'd like to see them condense things down a little bit more in their depth. And I mean, obviously, if they were to lose this game, they would have to. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with Snitch on pitch. This Austin team is still a Snitch on pitch phenom. 9-0-3 in the regular season. Nobody ever caught a snitch against them. The beating pair of Cole Travis and Augie Monroe, they beat together at World Cup for Team USA last summer. They're just considered the best in the world at secret beating. And obviously Josh Andrews has delivered many times for this team in the secret game, as has Aaron from Texas A&M. So New York still has a tall task ahead of them if they're going to get to that set score, but they've really put out a great 17 minutes or so far.
Yeah, and we said 2 yellow cards on Cole Travis. Look for the Titans beaters to put a little pressure on him and see if they can't bait him into a third foul.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's unlikely for him to pick up the third foul, it still changes how he has to play the game. If he wants to play physically, he has to be a lot more careful doing that. You can't be physical in a situation that's not do or die anymore because it's just not worth the risk of picking up a card.
Now Austin with the quaffle. Titans with bludger control coming out of this timeout.
Anderson the keeper now. Oh, and it's again a press by New York.
There's
no one there.
And Devin Lee's going to do a nice job cleaning up there. Mohagog's going to jump on it. He's going to find himself a goal.
And we are tied 6-6.
Great play there from Devin Lee to create that opportunity.
Yeah. Back-to-back huge shifts from Devin Lee and Tyler Walker have been massive right now. He does lose bludger control there when all is said and done, but I think they'll take it there for another goal.
Absolutely.
Especially in a low-scoring game like this one.
Now Marty Bermudez and Augustine Monroe on the pitch, coming out of that depth a little bit. It's going to be Taylor Crawford up top. Monroe looking for a matchup that he likes. He's going to be marked by Hagag in the corner, always dangerous wherever he's on the pitch. Crawford sitting deep. Bermudez looking to line up a shot here.
Kay creates a no-budget situation with a beat on Lee.
A nice pass there to Casey Irwin. Really good no-look pass.
Yeah, and this is their Team USA line. This is what they want on the field and when the game matters. New York absorbed all the punches they threw, so they said, here's our best. Every single person on Austin's field right now, besides their keeper, was part of the Pan Am Team USA team. Which is not something most teams can pull out of their...
And a trade of beats there up top. Might become problematic for the Titans. And the ball is going to get passed back to Parada. He's gonna throw it deep to Crawford, and it's just making sure you turn the ball over in the right spots of the field.
Yeah, I mean, smart play by Parada. Kay and McBride had dominated that possession. They had forced the turnover. He just didn't want a fast break.
Kay winning the beater matchup up top versus Devin Lee.
Yep. But they're out now. Molina and Wang will be the 2-0 beater set as Austin prepares for the Snitch to come on pitch. 19 minutes.
Taylor Crawford beat out. It's going to be a pass to Andrews. He's going to get beat. Really nice beat there. Hagag's going to pick it up. Monroe's going to pressure up top.
Yeah, bludger control. New York has to meet the 2-0 beater set. Or no, they're actually going to put Janice Liu in right now, so they won't meet the 2-0 beater set before the 20-minute mark. Steve Volitsky, though, who is their Snitch on pitch specialist, has come in at beater.
Hagag's going to be the ball carrier up top. Off to Yacht on the wing. He's looking for space. He's open. Nobody's guarding him. He's going to force a bludger to come to him. Hagag's going to look to attack now. Going to get stood up by Casey Irwin.
Yeah, so New York was able to get bludger control because Jack Wang had to be distracted by stepping to Parada, so he couldn't take the free shot. It's just kind of bad. Oh, there's going to be a card on Austin. So a beater power play here. New York, if they score, will be 7-7 going into the 20-minute timeout.
1945.
And we see how important it is to find your man, especially in the chaser game. It was the stepping there of the second beater to Parada that allowed bludger control to change hands.
So what can they do in this budget power play? Can they be as
that's going to be
efficient as New York?
probably get called for. Casey Irwin's going to call for illegal swatting here.
But it doesn't matter. Mohagog hits a mid-range shot, and it is 7-7.
So at the moment, the Outlaws are going to have bludger control, but it's going to be called an illegal swat. That ball's going to come back to New York. Casey Irwin gets hit and swatted the ball back towards her hoops. So we have blue card for her.
I don't know if we're past the 20-minute mark or just short of it. I don't know if Austin gets one more possession here. Scoreboard's a little tough to see in the morning light. 1958. That goal was scored 2 seconds before the 20-minute mark.
So Austin is going to have another possession here.
Yeah, and so what's about to happen is like a few seconds.
So this is going to be the last possession here.
Yeah, so at 20 minutes the clock stops.
New York's going to emphasize retaining bludger control.
Possession back or Austin scores. They stop in like a minute.
Crawford on the point.
Hey, go get it.
Crawford beat out. Hagag's going to find the switch. Monroe looking to probe. And number 4 beat out. It is going to be bludger control to the Outlaws.
Nice long possession, valuable to get bludger control right before Snitch comes on.
A real understanding here of what they're trying to do from the Outlaws.
Crawford all over Anderson, not letting him get into the lane. Oh, he may be able to shove him out. Oh, he's able to keep his footing. So Austin's able to kill off their
Now,
plays.
yeah, Austin able to kill out their power play and retain and get bludger control back. A nice tackle there from Crawford up top. It's going to pop the ball
And
out.
that is going to bring us to the 20-minute timeout at 70-70, which is not a result I think people were expecting.
And we were saying this Titans team has looked really good all season, or all tournament.
Yeah.
All season really, but especially this tournament, they've really been strong.
I mean, this is the Titans team that ended Boston's completely unmatched dominance in the East Division for almost 5 years by finally taking a game off of them. This is an Austin team that hasn't lost a game since they lost the title to Boston in 2016. Undefeated in 2017, undefeated in 2018, undefeated so far in 2019. New York is putting that to the test in this game. Monroe not happy with the refs. Obviously, I mean, Austin picked up a lot of fouls in that game, so you can definitely see why.
And I think he's talking there about the point defending Tyler Crawford. He's saying he's getting by him, and then the initiation of the wrap is coming there.
Yeah.
Looking for contact from behind. It's going to be Tyler Trudeau's going to be our snitch.
Yep. I mean, a great snitch. He's been doing it for a long time.
But even without scoring, I think Austin has to be happy with that last possession, getting bludger control back, going into snitch on pitch. It's going to be really hard, even harder, for New York to be able to hang in this game if they're not able to wrest control back.
Yeah. It's a big opportunity for both of these seekers to make a mark in this tournament. I mean, Austin doesn't play a lot of close games. When it does, it's really their seekers have to deliver.
And we have seen Ben Fernandez as the starting seeker for the Titans. I imagine we'll see him start again with a switch into Mo Hagag, who was able to catch a big one for him yesterday.
Yeah, they've also used some Frank Minson this season, Little John Jackson this season. We'll see how deep they go into their depth. I mean, Tyler Trudeau's obviously played in the area of New York between living in Boston, living in Washington for a long time. They're familiar with him as a snitch.
And Fernandez might not be the best matchup for Trudeau, who's much bigger,
For sure.
long arms. Look for them to go to Hagag pretty early, I think.
So, a reminder, if you're just tuning in for the first time today, of the MLQ rule set. So, we are at 70-70, which means the set score, which will be on our screen, is at 140. So, first to 140 wins. The snitch, if caught, will be worth 45 points. It will not end the game. It'll just be a means to the end of getting to that set score.
Oh, 140? Ooh, I should do a stitch cam.
And for Austin, it's going to be Josh Andrews, who's going to start at seeker as well.
Aaron Gramichael from A&M is usually their go-to second seeker. He had all the catches in the Kansas City series. Like we said, Austin has been dominant in seeker play this season. Yes, blowouts, you think in Quidditch, the seekers matter less, but that's not how it works in MLQ. Every team's always going for the snitch. So to go 9-0-3, I say 9-0-3 because they had 3 games where nobody caught the snitch. Nobody has caught a snitch against Austin this season. Gotta imagine though that's what. Oh, and it's Frank Minson getting the start. We mentioned his name. Has some big catches for them this season. You gotta imagine that whoever's catching the snitch is going to win this game. It's gonna be tough for someone to beat the other team by 4 points in the quaffle game.
Yeah, well, we'll see what the athletes of Austin can do with the bludgers preoccupied.
I guess a long snitch on pitch period
favors
could
Austin
for sure.
I imagine they will go to a bigger lineup. It's going to be John Jackson, of course.
But Crawford's going to sub out.
That is interesting. I think that Prado will come in at Chaser at some point. Molly Potter's going to come onto the field now. They're going to the
two-male set.
They're going to the two-male set.
Lee and Steve Blitzky are going to be the two-male set against Wang and Molina.
And Austin quickly has an opportunity here.
So the classic Austin style is that if both seekers are there, their seeker will defend until the other seeker gets beat. In the quaffle game, New York is in no rush, which I think is the right play from them.
Yep. And New York's picked up bludgeon control in this situation.
I thought he dodged that, but he was called beat.
Austin able to get control here early. Hagag at the hoops. Hagag's going to pass back. Jackson is going to find it. New York's up.
Yeah, great play by Hagag there. A lot of people, when they get wrapped there, just try to force it through the hoops. He saw that his hand was free on the backside. He had Jackson open, just flung it over to him.
And a couple of big beats in the seeker game.
Andrew's getting free time right now with Trudeau.
Austin was able to beat both the seeker and the beater in one throw.
So yeah, so bunch of control back to
Monroe up top is going to be picked by Casey Irwin. He's going to drive. He's going to find some hoops.
Oh,
a great tackle there from John Jackson.
What? Is he going to get called? Oh, he came off his broom. Is that his broom on the ground here? No, his broom's on his body.
An absolutely phenomenal stop there by John Jackson.
He's going to get called for the foul.
Jackson getting called for a dangerous tackle there. He's going to go to the box for 1 minute or until the next score.
So it's probably going to be an August Monroe goal. Hagag has positioned himself right behind Monroe. I feel like that's not where he was when the whistle blew.
Austin here with an opportunity. Josh Andrews is going to have some time with the snitch.
And Austin will score, making it 80-80. And yeah, I mean, that's the basics.
Now New York's got a chance here.
Minson's getting inside of Trudeau's person, but can't quite get there. And a long beat from Tate K. But yeah, that Monroe-Casey Irwin pick and roll is going to cause New York fits.
Absolutely. And Jackson comes back in on a dish to Hagag, but it's tipped away.
Yeah.
Hagag's looking for goal. He's going to find an opportunity. He's going to turn and spin, but he's going to get met there by Monroe at the hoops.
Yeah.
Nice little pass to get out of it to John Jackson. John Jackson
scores. How he got
scores.
that ball out.
Finds a hole, able to dish to John Jackson. Nice assist there from Hagag. He's had a really great tournament.
For sure.
New York hype here.
Steve Blitzky knows that there's a beater foul coming against Austin. It seems to be what's going on here.
And if it's on Tate K, that's his third.
That would be his third. That'd be a 2-minute, unless it's a blue card. A blue card would not stack with the yellow cards.
But if this is a yellow card, this is going to be a massive opportunity for the Titans.
It'll be, yeah, both in the quaffle game and the secret game. We did see on that last quaffle position, though, the advantage Austin has in this situation, which is Casey Irwin and her physicality. She can play point defender against anybody, which means even though they're in a two-female beater set, or two-female chaser set, they are still... Okay, so the call is A, a blue card, and B, not on Cole Travis. It's on Tate K. So we built that up for no reason. But.
Still a problem here. You never want to have... beater and secret penalties are obviously the worst when the snitch is on pitch.
Yep. And it happened before the goal, so he won't even serve any time. So really, that call didn't make a big difference.
Is a turnover in bludgeon control if in fact the Titans didn't have bludgeon control.
Yeah, I think they might have, though, because there's just a ball on the ground over there.
And now the Titans going to have plenty of time here.
Yeah, Minson a free opportunity on Trudeau. Minson's getting pretty far behind Trudeau, but not
and
quite
nice
to the
beat
tail.
there. A nice beat there.
And Devin Lee coming back into the quaffle game here. Oh, but Smolinski gets caught off guard by K, which is going to give Josh Andrews a free shot at Trudeau. Meanwhile, Austin scored to make it 90-90.
And not a great opportunity.
Wait,
and Ben Fernandez
is holding the sock, but no, Trudeau's asking for it right back. It's not a catch.
Ben Fernandez snuck up on Trudeau there.
I don't even see the quaffle's all the way in the Austin side. Mo Hagag's requesting it.
The Outlaws with control. That decision there by Devin Lee to come back into the quaffle game has cost to the Titans a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
An errant pass here is going to go out of bounds.
For as good of a game as Hagag's had, that was his worst play of it.
Yeah, it's a bad turnover there. Unforced error.
90-90 here.
Taylor Crawford with a great tackle there. Monroe, he's going to fumble it. He's going to get it to Casey Irwin.
Monroe also lost his pants on that tackle.
Nice pick there. Now it's going to be Morello with Gregoire. Gregoire's just going to fire it.
Oh, nice shot there
Easy
from Gregoire.
goal.
Yeah. So now Austin gets the first lead to Snitch on pitch at 10-9.
And it's going to be Greenmichael here.
And Fernandez is also in now for Titans. Oh, he was pretty close on that one. Okay,
Nice block there from Tate K.
Very casual block from K. Okay, Michael's inside Trudeau, but Trudeau just wrestles him to the ground.
Exchange of beats. Casey Irwin on Parada here.
We'll
look for the pick.
But again, that's the issue with Austin. You get that screen, now you're just messing
Yeah,
with Monroe.
that's a weird pick to do because it gets a switch onto Monroe. And I don't think that's
Maybe the
matchup
matchup they won is Crawford. The matchup they won is Morella unmarked at the top here.
Yes.
They want to swing it to her. There it is. They need
Yeah,
to get to her a little faster.
yeah,
so
I don't like that pick.
space.
I didn't like that pick. And Austin shouldn't have switched out of that there. And it's going to be Morel. They're going to double team Parada here.
Yeah, they got the matchup they wanted finally. Potter's open as well. Oh, Parada's going to score this here.
A nice play there from Parada.
All right, so we are at 100-100 with a set score of 140, which means a snitch grab either way ends the game immediately, or 4 goals either way. We get a stoppage. Wow, what a game here to start this morning.
Amazing game. I mean, we've seen some really high-level Quidditch here. And we'll see in a minute what this stoppage of play was for. Gregoire's going to be at the top. He's going to be at midfield with the ball here. Crawford's close by, but Gregoire's probably got a speed advantage and is going to get by him. So it's going to be up to Parada to step, and we'll see what happens from there.
Ref's still discussing here. Aaron, is the scoreboard off?
So it's going to be a blue card for playing after the beat on number 11, the beater. This is going to be a big play. It's going to allow the Titans. This is going to be a big call here. It's going to allow the Titans to get bludger control back.
If it happened after the goal too, it'll be a quaffle turnover, which would also. Right now, the dynamic is back and forth goals, is putting Austin up one every time. If it could be if it could be New York again, that'd be huge.
I'm sorry, the Titans already do have bludger control. What it's going to do is it should allow some free time for the Titan seeker.
For Ben Fernandez, who is actually
it's Minkle back in. It's
Minson is back in.
Minson back in. Ball goes back up top to Casey Irwin.
Oh, Minson dodges Wang's beat, which is going to give him even more time here. But the New York beaters don't see Carmichael. Okay, they finally found him.
And that's a bad pass there, but it's going to get picked up.
Oh,
Nice.
Gregoire with the effort. Oh, wait! Minson has the catch, but I think it might have been after the stoppage in play. Or if that's a foul on New York, then the catch can't be legal. There's a lot to discuss here.
So walk us through the possibilities here, Ethan.
Sure. So, a good catch ends the game immediately. The score's 100-100. The set score is 140. If the catch is good but happened immediately after head ref Chris Comp stopped play, then it can't be. The catch is good.
No foul.
The New York Titans
take the
have
first game here.
Defeated the Austin Outlaws. The Austin Outlaws' first loss since 2016. And New York is 1 win away from going to their second ever MLQ Championship Finals. And the last time they were there, they had Augustine Monroe on the roster. So, bit of a different era. All right, well, thank you for joining us. We will be back soon for game 1 of our series between Boston and San Antonio. And based on this one, we're going to get another good one.
Yeah, this was a great game. You really saw a lot from New York there. They played even. They probably played a little bit better in the beating game, and were able to hang. And that was allowed them to hang in the chasing game.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you back soon for game 1 of Boston San Antonio.